My dope people, what is good, man? Hope all is well. Sending you all so much positive energy on this lovely, lovely Saturn day, aka Saturday. You know, the color of Saturn is black, pale type of colors. I personally wore black today during my workout, black and gold, you feel me? Those Steelers, you already know, playoffs start today. But with that being said, I really want to get right into it, but before we do, you already know, man, take a deep breath to become present because you know it's a gift. I love y'all. Welcome to the present. This video is about the full moon in Gemini. Full moon is on January 13th, which is on Monday. We are already, today is January 11th, so 1/11, we are in a big one portal energy. You know, one is about beginnings, right? Pioneership, starting things new, all right? 101 on the timer as I say that. That is an angel number. Let me actually read that out for you. Hold up. And this is significant because I've seen 101 3 times within the last hour. 3. 101, accept advice from angels and their guidance, new beginnings, new journey, embrace change, be open to new experiences and trust abilities. Trust in divine support and carries deep spiritual significance, which is funny because I just mentioned 1 being new beginnings and new starts. Okay, so we are definitely in alignment. 133 confirms that on the top. So let's just get into it. Full moon, right? What does the full moon symbolize? First of all, the full moon is symbolizing halfway through the lunar cycle. The lunar cycle is 29.5 days, 29 and a half days. All right, and we are halfway through with the full moon, and the full moon illuminates what you were manifesting or what you had going on around the new moon in that same sign. The new moon in Gemini was back in July, okay? Which July, I want to say it was around like July 6th or 7th or somewhere around there. So if you do journal, I highly recommend going back and reviewing your journal around early to mid-July. You will see a lot of illumination around this time regarding those things. Okay, so the full moon is in Gemini in the Nakshatra of Punarvasu. I'm still working on really the Nakshatra names because they're not easy. And they are based off of the Vedic system, and they have like a whole different way of saying things, you know, just like planets. Planets are grahas in Veda, right? So they just have a whole different terminology, and I'm working on that. But what are nakshatras? Nakshatras are the constellations that sit behind the zodiac, and they govern the zodiac, okay? That is what this is, and they have very specific energy. So again, just to touch on the full moon real quick, midway through the lunar cycle, illumination, heightened energies. You will feel a lot of heightened energies within you right now. And it doesn't mean bad or positive. It just means whatever energy you currently have, that is going to be heightened in this moment, probably for about a good, I usually say when it comes to new full moons and new moons, give it 3 to 4 days on each side, prior and after, to really go through and purge those energies, all right? Also, you're going to be getting a lot of clarity, again, a lot of clarity in regards to what was going on in your life around the new moon in Gemini. And it's not all going to happen in 1 day and 1 week. It's going to be gradual. Within the next 3 to 6 months, you're going to see a lot of these answers and clarity illuminate, all right? Also, highly recommend going to your astrology chart and checking the Gemini, what house does Gemini govern, all right? New moon clarity, purging emotions. Also, this is really, from a Gemini perspective, this is really highlighting communication and knowledge, right? So resting right now, full moon also good for resting, right? Because again, a lot of energies and purging energies. So, you know, relax a little bit, rest, tap into, you know, watch your favorite movies, do your favorite hobbies, things along those lines. But if you want to get into anything to take advantage of this energy, communication and knowledge, right? So read some books, journal, confirmation, anything to do with communication and knowledge, because Gemini is the air sign. air signs in the zodiac represent the intellect, the mind, and communication. All right, and Gemini is a social sign ruled by the planet Mercury. Mercury is analytical, right? So again, definitely dive into learning new subjects, tapping into other subjects you're into, and honing in on those subjects and analyzing that information. All right. What else? Okay, I touched on that. So let's get into the nakshatra, right? In ancient Egypt, they are called cubits. So first and foremost, again, the nakshatra name is Punarvasu. The deity of this nakshatra is a deity. All right. The symbol of this nakshatra is a quiver of arrows. She is the mother of the gods. Also, this nakshatra is ruled by Jupiter. So a couple of traits off of it. Given is ruled by Jupiter: spirituality, spiritual purpose and awareness, abundance, freedom, nurturing, optimism, infinite renewal, right, and accuracy. Reason being is because, again, Jupiter is the planet of growth and expansion. Now, that doesn't mean it's comfortable. When you are growing, you are increasing your aura and penetrating different parts of the space that you haven't been in, so it's going to be uncomfortable. But again, that's very good for you because you are being governed by your emotions. When you're uncomfortable, that means you are expanding, and ultimately that's what you want, is expanding, because when you expand, you get more abundance and you bring more into your auric field. Okay, Jupiter is also, again, it really goes hand in hand with growth. Jupiter is the spiritual guru, so it's really asking you to tap into your spiritual purposes, right, and be spiritually aware. Tap more into your spiritual side and learn more about you from that perspective, which is the fifth dimension, but that's a different subject. All right. Also, nurturing, renewal, and accuracy. Why? Why does this nakshatra represent accuracy, renewal, and nurturing? Well, number one, I learned this because I dive into the symbolism of the deity and the nakshatra itself. And the symbolism is a quiver of arrows. When I think of a quiver of arrows, I think of conflict, also choice, right? Because you can either use a bow and arrow to defend yourself or cause harm to someone else. So it's about choices. How are you using the information that you're gathering? Are you using it to manipulate people, or are you using it to help people get more in touch with their higher self, which again aligns with Jupiter energy, because your higher self is God. It's the same energy, and Jupiter wants you to tap into that. All right, nurturing, because she is the mother of the gods, so she has to nurture. Straight feminine energy, so it's about resting. Tap into the rest, right, and nurture yourself. Do things you enjoy doing. Freedom. Jupiter wants you to be free. Jupiter wants you to explore this playground we call the earth, and when you have an abundance of energy, positive energy, Jupiter is going to reward you for that. All right. Also, renewal, because when it comes to the quiver of arrows, it's talking about preparation, and when we talk about preparation, we get into preparing to start something new, right? So these are just a couple traits and characteristics from the symbolism of the deity Aditi, which is the mother of the gods, and again, the name is Punarvasu. So a couple other things are let's see, tap into spiritual purpose. I mentioned that using your mind to create from the infinite energy she possesses and she provides, because she also represents infinity, right? She's tied to Jupiter, and in her own right, she is the mother of the gods. Think about that. The gods. She's the mother of them. And we know gods are limitless. So if the gods are limitless and she is the mother, it really taps into the infinite, right, energy and abundance she could provide you. All right, so tap into your infinite energy, and create based off of that, which gets into the new beginnings and the one energy. And we talked about the 101 at the beginning. Don't be afraid to expand. Again, it'll be uncomfortable, but when you're uncomfortable, you're just uncomfortable because your emotions are guiding, it's guiding you through the unknown, because you are in a place, you are in a location of space that your body is not used to. So your emotions, that energy is just communicating with your body, hey, you're in a space that you're not familiar with. So, let this energy guide you, and you will always be where you are meant to be in divine time. All right. Use your intellect to help. This is where we get into, again, the polarity, or the duality, you could say, of symbolism. Because again, when it comes to the quiver of arrows, you can use it to defend or prepare for things, or you can use that to hurt and harm people and manipulate people. And remember, what you put out, you get back. So if you're doing that, you're going to get that in return. That's karma, and karma is cause and effect. All right. Also, last couple of things, accuracy. Get accurate with what you desire. The last new moon, 2 weeks ago we had a new moon. I forgot what sign it was in. I want to say it was in Sag and a certain nakshatra. I can't remember what nakshatra it was in, but it really spoke to refinement, because the symbol was like a window basket or something along those lines, and really it talks to refinement, because it's taking the essential. You're pouring something in that window basket, and it's separating the essential from the unessential, right? Which gets into refinement. All right, so right now, get real accurate and refine things that you desire to manifest. Start digging into the details of it. All right. Gratitude is always amazing to start your day off with gratitude. So definitely express your gratitude with what you have in this moment, because someone does have it worse than you. So again, be grateful. All right. And reflection and introspection. Okay. Very important. It's funny because I've been seeing a lot of sevens lately the last couple of days. Not today, but yesterday and the day prior. And sevens is a highly spiritual number. That's why we have 7 personal planets, 7 chakras, right? 7 days in the week, 7 colors in the rainbow spectrum, 7 days of Kwanzaa, etc., etc. The 7 sisters in the Pleiadic system. And I still have to back test this, but that's, I believe, because the Mother Earth vibrates in 7 energy, which is a highly spiritual number. Okay. And it also talks about reflection and introspection. That's why I went there. So a great time to, sit down, sit in quiet, or listen to some real chill, laid back playlist, some lofi, some Reiki and things along those lines, and reflect and do some introspection to become clear. And again, refine that image that you desire to create. All right. With that being said, this is your man David G, giving you energy for your energy. You feel me, G? Your favorite spiritualist, astrologist, and everything in between. If you want to know more about yourself, I highly recommend booking me for an astrology reading, a numerology reading. I do human design. Some of these things you may not necessarily know what it is, like human design or numerology, but these are very powerful divination tools that really do a great job at aligning you with your purpose. It helps you tap into your own personal energy. You're going to resonate with it, and it's kind of going to set you on a certain path to align with your higher self. That's why I love these things. It helps people because it helped me. It helped me get out of an abyss of depression after a traumatic life change. So I want to offer that to people, as that is a service that I offer. If you are interested in that, go to my Instagram at STLCTY03. When you go to my profile, there is going to be a book me button. Click book me, and it's going to take you to my booking site with all my pricing and booking stuff and et cetera, et cetera. So with that being said though, man, don't want to make this too long. I love you all. This is your man David G. Let's take a deep breath one more time to become present, because you know it's a gift. I love y'all, man. Enjoy your weekend, and we out. Okay.